as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on and do something stupid so I can get an interception.
To throw is RG3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That was pretty ass, right? That was trash.
A little bit more defensively as
the officials
walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
I got caught switching. I didn't like my adjustment.
And oh, so close as he takes it.
Just trying to make my adjustment. Got caught switching.
And a huge play that time. 58 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. Getting all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard.
And he is into the end zone.
Hitting linebackers off the field. Linebackers on Madden is unplayable when you play
These guys have taken a first quarter lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it's
on our franchise mode.
That's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That was ridiculous how I lost that game.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Griffin. Now he's going to step up and run.
Should have pitched it to Thompson.
45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Griffin. They get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 4.
This gonna be easy. He's trying to boots.
Here's Griffin to throw. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for him with Griffin. They'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15.
And that's how you do that there.
Nico Collins.
And that's how you do that there.
And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Griffin. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
There you go.
Again.
There you go.
To the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Griffin. He's got his target.
You gotta be over there, cornerback. Damn, dog, you gotta be over there.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Griffin. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now they do get him down, but not before he's able to
stop playing cover 3. This shit getting killed.
2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to fight.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Right up the middle, bro. That's garbage, man.
With his second touchdown of this
You
opening
good,
quarter.
though.
And his guys have
You
taken
good.
the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
My hand shake sound.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this will be
Good
stopped
run,
at the
LaDainian.
44. That will good for 7 yards.
Good run.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson.
You gotta
And he's
break
stopped
that.
after a gain of 1 and not enough.
You gotta
Still
keep breaking.
on third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now it's Griffin. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18.
Griffin. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard
To the
line.
running game, it's Tomlinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
Now Griffin. He'll complete this one to Collins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
79 Broncos. Chop 60. Chop 60. Go.
Here's Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Tomlinson.
Come on, man.
They stopped him shy of the goal line.
I'm literally trying to get in the end zone.
By the defense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he is
Nice.
behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is
Yeah, that's how we doing that there.
Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the
That's how we doing that there.
tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Oh my God, come on, man. Getting on, it would be great, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after them, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a 5th rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
To the air right away is Manning. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the air, it's Peyton. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Peyton going to look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Like, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your
to the goal line and in. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? In this secondary, they had your hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the
He's
rest
gonna
of
go
this
to
game?
the sideline on corner routes if I'm in cover 3, and then he's gonna do what he just did with a Nuka.
Jason Sanders on for the point after.
Puka Nuka. When I'm in man. So I have to start switch sticking.
He's got it. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Chargers 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running backs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And the Chargers.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This throw right side.
Ah.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7.
Damn, dog.
At the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line.
I'm glad he was able to sit in that pocket. Throw that mother.
And this is what you can do.
Oh, just like that.
One of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it.
Let's go.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be backed up now to start this drop. To the air is Manning.
Oh, come on, Daddy. You sat right there and let that happen? Damn, dog. You sat right there and allowed that shit to happen.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Oh my, let me make the play. Jesus Christ. He's doing the same route combination, bro. Let me get there.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Looking to throw is Manning.
Oh, Jesus. What we doing? What we doing, dog? Come on, bro. Let me get that, man.
Reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing now, Manning. As he threw it, the pass is
Everything is a corner route, man.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Manning. This one into the hands.
There you go, good.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down coming up.
Okay, break. 60 average. 6, 18, 5, 6. Come on, 70, 70, go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
There we go. Good defense. Same route combination. Good job breaking on that ball.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The pressure there got to him.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball here for
Gotta catch that. What a...
Every so often, Mike,
You just manning me up.
and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5.
Fumble, God, Jesus, fumble, man.
Big hit on the return
Dang, dog, fumble.
2-yard line.
To throw, it's Manning.
Good defense.
Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing again from his own end zone.
Same route combination, bro. Should have been a pick.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Now Manning will take a shot. Downfield.
Why can't I switch? Let me switch.
Incomplete.
Let me switch.
Get anything going.
Jesus.
They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25.
Can't just y'all to do nothing, man.
They convert on fourth down. They picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Manning. Quick throw here.
You there, bro?
He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Back to throw is Manning. And that's a first down.
Oh.
It'll be a gain of 8.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it place.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So shit up on his dumb ass. He couldn't adjust. Stupid. Stupid.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore. And that's
Goofy.
time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives your defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Good.
Return nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Cunningham. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Come on. Hey, Cougar 19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, it's a diving catch. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Cunningham. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, ready?
Yo. What's up? Yeah, he was here.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chimere Dike, 34 yards.
He shouldn't have got beat like that, though. Damn, he shouldn't have got beat like that.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I can't even trust Antonio Camari no more.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Ran that thing back.
Though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Come on, Cam Newton, daddy. Damn, Cam.
Voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That happens to me a lot, bro. I'll be literally right there and miss the tackle. Point blank, miss.
It's a 1st down.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
70, ready.
Now Cunningham. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
60 by 6.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Vick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the check. Let's go now.
Cunningham looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Ware able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Antonio Cromartie.
Good defense,
And
man.
the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Go.
After the interception, here's Griffin. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Here's Griffin. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
To throw is RG3. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
I should never threw that. That was a bad pass.
And the Cowboys are going to take over.
I should just kept running.
At their own
Nah, I
25.
shouldn't. I did it right by throwing it back.
About set for
Thought
this
they could
next
do it,
drive
man.
by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is
Wow.
it's Greg Olsen. And
It was
he's
wide
able
open.
to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cunningham.
There we go. Good.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Come on. Like him, ain't it?
They'll look to throw again.
Mm-hmm.
He throws there, incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here we go. 60 back.
He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
I don't know what other corner, whoever was I had over there in the flat, curl flat. I don't know what happened to him.
And the Cowboys take the chance on
There's somebody in the curl flat over there.
with 6.
We should have definitely been in position. Somehow I was out of position. was me. I switched to him and took him out.
Brown now to kick it away
That's all
after the
good.
touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 47 yards.
Now it's Griffin. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Griffin will try and throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
What the flying fuck, man?
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching
Animations on the video game. Wow, man. I feel like the animations work against me more than they work for me.
The Chargers going to get the football first
Crazy,
here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because
Damn, that was 6 people?
is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start this second.
So if I was fighting on 6 people, what was my people doing? That was crazy.
Come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this will be incomplete. Physical.
Wow. I wish the ball would be thrown, and I won.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Griffin. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. From the shotgun, Griffin. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again is Griffin. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On the ground, it's the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A 4-yard gain.
Fourth down. Here's RG3. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing again, Griffin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cunningham. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Bro, how I bumped him to slow him up and he still got beat. That don't even make sense, man. I bumped him to slow him up and he still got beat.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate. They've got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
Okay, ready?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Griffin. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's 2nd down. Again to LaDainian up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's through the tackle. Well, able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time for it. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down, goal to go. Now Griffin. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Come on, come on. Hit. Route 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's a man who starts.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you play, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field?
You taking them somewhere?
You wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. I think this is where it is a little.
Hold on, you did what? I ain't hear nothing you said.
These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so
He told you that?
much work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Completed over the middle. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another carry for it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Back to the well again. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop.
R. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, is 59 years old. He is locked up at FCI Butner Medium Y, a federal prison in North Carolina. In 2021, a federal jury in Brooklyn convicted him of racketeering and sex trafficking after a 6-week trial. He was sentenced to 30 years. Then, in 2022, a jury in Chicago convicted him of producing child pornography. That added 20 years, though most of it runs at the same time as the New York sentence. His projected release date is December 21st, 2045. He will be 78 years old. Every appeal he has filed has been denied. In August 2025, he tried to get the entire U.S. Attorney's Office removed from his case. Judge Martha Paco rejected, calling it an extreme request that fell short of the legal threshold required. With no appeals left, the chances of him leaving prison before 2045 are close to 0. Now here's where things go from bad to worse. In June 2025, Kelly's legal team filed an emergency motion claiming his life was in danger. According to court documents,
Play by any means. It keeps you on schedule. It takes some of the starch out of that front side.
with a sworn state, but a terminally ill Aryan Brotherhood
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really breaking back to the defense.
Puts him on the outside. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
He stopped eating because he was afraid prison officials might poison his food. Guards would not let him access peanut butter and crackers he had previously bought from the commissary. Federal prosecutors responded by calling Kelly's claims a fanciful conspiracy.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up their opening drive.
To take additional medication while he was in solitary confinement.
So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. Listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big tight end.
Doctors also found blood clots in both his legs and in his lungs. He has been hospitalized and removed against medical advice. His life in prison, by any measure, is not going well. R. Kelly's time in prison has involved...
Glad to have you on board, Malik. Just signed the paperwork and we should be good to go. Sounds good? I'm really excited about the vision you guys have. It's going to be a challenge, but I think we can surprise some people. Totally. We absolutely plan to be a dark horse contender, and now that the contract's all signed, you can go ahead and trade Waddle now. Wait, what? Fine. Did you just say you lied? Why are we trading Waddle? Who are our receivers going to be? Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell, and Theophilus. Who? Honestly, we're not. So that whole plan you laid out to convince me to sign here, saying we'd be competitive and you'd help me reach my full potential, pretty much all lies. Why? Because if we told you our real plan, you never would have signed here. So what's the real plan? Oh, we are going to be terrible. Like one of the worst teams in the NFL there. Imagine if a pile of crap ate a second pile of crap and then crapped out a third pile of crap. Which pile of crap are we? The third. That's
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Airing it out to start this drive. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Those defenders, it might be a while before they get another chance like that again. What an incredible opportunity to hand their offense field position inside the red zone, while yet getting another shot of momentum themselves.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. And this one's tipped and intercepted. And the Patriots get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Let's get Corey, 70. Dragons, 18 Cardinals.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. The give now out of the shotgun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to strike plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They send it out wide to Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Tebow Samuel, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Chargers 7.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Lone back gets the handoff. That second down run is only going to manage a yard. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds before he can challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Here's the snap on 4th. Flushed out of the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Again to throw on second. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First down, Los Angeles.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready?
Working on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
And they find him after just a yard. It's third down. And just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return.
The Chargers take over first
Hold the ready.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Sending him on the dime. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Looking in the air here. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. I'll throw it. Brought in close to the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Chargers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 3rd down now.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T.
That ball should have been released, man. They be holding me, bro.
You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they take it out.
The ball should have been got released.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Lower back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. And
he gets in, touchdown! The Chargers parlay the interception into points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Looking to his running back. Incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays. Be creative. Try different things because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
This, our last play of the quarter. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on.
That motherfucker quit so fast. He quit so fast. He ain't want no problems. Getting off, man.